Hey everyone, how's it going? I am. Oh, look at that! Stream Elements finally decided to start working. And for those of you that don't know, I'm going to go ahead and open the moderator channel as well. I'll return the audio of the game in just a moment after I introduce. So those of you that don't know, this little impish little fellow here in his little webcam section now, that is Bacon God of Death, one of my other moderators. Go ahead and say, hey, Bacon.
Hey, Bacon.
I knew he was going to do that. All right, everyone. So, now that I have both of my moderators here, I'm going to go ahead and mute Discord so I can put the game on and that we can continue on with. And I've completely forgot to put the eel sauce back in the fridge. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna be right back, but I'm gonna leave this playing. Give me a moment. All right, I'm back. All right, now I'm back. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and continue on with Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers content, and we're gonna go ahead and basically do this because, you know, story. All right, so we just got haunted, technically, by the ghost of Ardbert, the warrior of light that got turned into the warrior of darkness when he came to our crystal world. And now we're gonna go back to the Docile Gate to talk to the Crystal Exarch. We're going to his office.
Master Daddy, the Exarch awaits you within.
Let's go into the ocular. I believe this is a cutscene. I'm going to go ahead and mute my mic.
How did you find your new quarters? I trust you were able to rest?
I'm going to go ahead and say the ghostly visitor. I had a ghostly visitor.
I was not aware the room was haunted, and you were rather tired. Well, should you receive another visitation, be sure to let me know. Now, let us return to the subject of the Scion's whereabouts. This map shows the lands of Norvrand, the only area to be spared the flood of light. The Crystarium is here, in the region known as Lakeland. To the north is the fairy kingdom of Il-Meg. That is where you'll find Urianger. To the east lies the once prosperous civilization of Rak-Tika. Your Stola is stationed there, in the heart of the forest. Alas, neither location can be reached without considerable difficulty. As such, I would suggest you first seek out one of the twins, each of whom is stationed but a short flight from the Crystarium. Alphino is on Calusia, an island off the western shore. It is home to a city called Yulmore, where the rich and privileged while away their days in idleness. For his part in furthering our cause, Alphino journeyed there to meet with the citizenry and forge alliances. From what I hear, he has since kept himself busy gathering information around the main settlement. Alizé, meanwhile, traveled south to the arid wastes of Armareng. They lie upon the very edge of the inhabitable world, where the flood of light was halted. Those who dwell there live in constant fear of attack by the Sin-Eaters. In contrast to her brother, Alizé felt that her energies would better be spent learning about the enemy, and thus she sells her services as a guard, both to hone her skills and gather information on our foe. So, will it be Calicia or Armareng? It matters not which you choose to visit first. Simply inform me once you have made your decision, and I will see to it that you are provided with a suitable mount. Ah, but you must be wondering about Thancred. He has taken up with a new companion, and is presently engaged as a wandering hunter of Sin-Eaters. Being ever on the move, his whereabouts are often difficult to ascertain, but I am certain your paths will cross ere long.
Oh, sorry. So it's Calicia. Okay.
As I mentioned, your destination is an island off the west coast, so you'll need a mount capable of making the journey. Here is a letter of introduction presented to Zem Jemai, the master of beasts in Temnos Rookery, and he will take care of you. When you see Alphino, be sure to pass my warmest regards.
I'm just picking them both up really quick because you can pick them both up, both quests. This is a split quest.
Search of Alizé. Ready to depart for Armareng? Alizé will be overjoyed to see you safe. I know she was particularly concerned for your well-being. She, impressed upon me how regrettable the timing of her summoning was. Repeatedly. I only hope that my part in sending you to her will garner some measure of forgiveness. Here, there is a letter of introduction addressed to a man named Cassard, the master of a merchant caravan. There are a few who know the ways of the desert as well as he does. Find him in the Amaro launch, and he will see that you reach your destination.
Right, give me just a moment. Alright, so basically we got a choice. Who do you all want to see first? Alphino or Alizé? They are the twins. They are the twins. The reason why Alizé was so pissed off saying that his timing was regrettable or whatever, however he phrased it, it was because she was the last one to be pulled. Her soul was the last one to be pulled away. And so, yeah. Basically, he yeeted her into here. Or yoinked her here. However we want to describe that. He yoinked her, and She and I were the ones left of the Scions trying to figure out how to bring everybody's souls back to their bodies. We didn't know what the fuck was going on. And then she got yoinked, and then now I got yoinked. And so yeah, timing was just not great. So now we're gonna go ahead and decide which one do we want to go? Do you want to go to Alizé, or do we want to go see Alpha Note? See here. All right, so let's see here. All right, so which one do you want to do, chat? 1 or 2? We're gonna put Alizé as 1 and Alpha Note as 2. First one to pick. Moderators not included. We're gonna dance and wait until I get an answer from chat. Middle. Eastern Dance. Alright, chat, which one's gonna be? 1 or 2? I know, Chet has been very shy today. Alright, Japs, we're gonna go see Alizé first. So time to go to the we're gonna go talk to Cassard at the Amaro launch. Alright, there he is, Cassard. Oh, first we're gonna get this Amaro tamer. Talk to him. Go. Flight point. Well, Blizz, it's a little late. It's a little late. Japs got beat you to it. Alright. You've come looking for work? I might have a spot for another guard. Oh, a friend of the Exarch. Hoping to meet someone in Amarang, are you? Then I shall be your guide. I was just about to set off for our outpost there, as a matter of fact, so we can leave right away, assuming that you have everything you need. Alright, so we're going to talk to him again. All set? Then off to the Unforgiving Sands we go. You can now travel to Amarang, speak with the android Amaro Tamer, and fly to the desert. You can also use your Aether Compass to assist you with locating Aether Currents into regions. Okay, so Aether Currents are the thing you need to be able to fly in the area. So right now, on the first, I can't fly anywhere, so we're going to be hoofing it everywhere. Should you lose this compass, speak with Jess Warren in the Amaro launch in the Crystarium to obtain another. Lost compasses can also be replaced by speaking to Gilbriant at the Forgotten Knight in Foundation back in Ishgard.
Ah, but lucky for me, I still have it.
Arang. From this parched earth, the nation of Nabath, Arang, once rose. When I journeyed here, long ago, I spoke with a sun-weathered elder. He told me Armarang meant majestic land in the language of his people. And so it might still be, were it not for the light's unrelenting onslaught.
I mean, that's all well and good there, Japs, but like for me, I'm just gonna reply to your post. When I asked the chat for a decision, I want to include you all in the whole game, like, you know, because since I'm the only one actually moving the character around and everything, it's just a fun way for me to include you guys. So, yeah. Oof, no matter how many times I come here, the heat never fails to catch me off guard. Don't be surprised when the temperature drops at night, though the sky is brilliant, of course, but it gets brisk enough to make you shiver. Now, the exor's letter said that I was to take you to the inn at Journey's Head, which is where this Alizé friend of yours is staying. But that's a fair old distance, so I propose we make a stop at Mortsuk to break up the trek, allowing me to get some business and you to enjoy the local hospitality. Sound good? Good. All right, you lot, I'm off, and I'd better not see the goods covered in sand when I get back. Right, we head southwest, straight as an arrow. Zoom out, and we're gonna go on my fastest mount because this motorcycle is 1.5 faster. Gonna jump this rock, jump here. Avoid all those creatures because they are aggressive. And you see that little green little flowing thing? Those are called aether currents that I have to collect in order to be able to fly. So here we go. Like this one. There we go. Awesome. Now we can here. She was expecting us to go straight as an arrow. Stop here a moment. This is your visit to Amarang, is it not? Before you cross the river of sand, you need to turn around and feast your eyes on that. We're surveying, taking a look. They built them big, didn't they? That's Sarsharl. Oh, going fast. Okay. Seeing what was left behind, I believe it when they say it was once one of Norvern's mightiest nations. At least until the flood came along. Great chunks of Nabatharang's lands were lost to the light, its great city included. The few who survived didn't see much point in staying, most of them anyway. Not many choose to come here these days,
Not with everything in ruins. Even that hulking great fortress has become little more than a morrow roost for me and my caravan. Not everywhere is as deserted as this place. Just wait until you get to see Mordsuk. Let's press on, shall we? Oh, goodness. You know what I mean by aggressive? Before we go there, there is a ether crit here. Yep, there it is. All right, we're gonna this jump. Nope. Go. Go. There we go. Got that one. Get that one out of the way. I don't care. I don't care. You got aggroed. We're going here. Right here. Here we are. Mordsuk by the Blessed Shadow. I love this town, and I forgot to read the other thing. I just kept going. There you go. Mordsuk, not just full of Mord, but Humes, and all manner of others, too. It has long been a refuge for folk displaced by the flood, so the population is nothing but, if not diverse. Oh, have you met a Mord before? They might look like shifty little blighters, but a more welcoming lot you could never wish to meet. Speaking of which, we should pay respects to Master Gengen. I'll go ahead and let him know we've arrived. And of course, before anything, Aether Shard. Oh wait, hold on. Nope, slide point. Alright, now, now Aether Shard. Now we're attuned to Mordsuk. Ah, down there. Now let's talk to Gengen. Okay, so here we're not gonna pick the third one. So I haven't decided if we're gonna call him a kobold. I have called him a kobold before, but this time I'm gonna go ahead and pick. So this is a Mord. ...
Master Gengen, this is the friend of the Exarch I was telling you about.
Very good, very good. Though friend or no, all are welcome in Mordsuk.
Sook is Mordish for city, As things stand, this souk boasts the largest and busiest marketplace in all Armorang. You'll find ore from the mines here, of course, but all manner of other things too, many of them rare. As I told you before, not many visit Armorang by choice, but Maud Souk's a different story. Merchants come from miles around to purchase the relics the Maud dig up.
Aye, that they do. For Maud do not dismiss the spoils of the earth. We clean them and polish them and reveal to the world their true value. That is why they come here, come from far away, come with much money. And so our souk is always busy, busy, busy. No such thing as a thing no one needs.
You say that every time, Master Gengen. Some sort of family motto, wasn't it? Or perhaps a Maud philosophy, for which we should all be very grateful. Would that everyone was so willing to take in refugees regardless of race or creed. Now then, if you intend to spend any time here, you'll want to gain the trust of the locals. And there's a little custom all newcomers are expected to observe.
The cracking of the coin purse. You buy one thing from the market. Price can be low or high, just as long as you buy.
As the good Maud says. In fact, the Exarch sent a little something to cover this very expense. A Verbert gold piece, no less. The first I've held in years.
Verbert gold? Real Verbert gold?
Here, newcomer, crack your coin purse with me.
Oh no, you want my goods, newcomer. I have jars and pots all smooth and shiny.
Over here!
Come and look.
You buy, you buy.
Enough of that! Calm, I say! This one must still journey through the barrens. Nothing bulky, nothing heavy, no pots! Nothing better for the road than a full belly. Spend that piece at Ronron's place, yes? Eat for 3 before you leave.
So yeah, now we get to go spend money at Ronron's right over here. Let's go ahead and inspect Ronron's wares. You'll find out later why they went completely apeshit when they heard about Verbert Gold. Herbert's one of those places that is very special here in this world. Let's see.
Welcome to Ronron's, traveler. I have wares to empty your purse and fill your belly. Take your time, stare, and sniff before you choose. But no drooling on the merchandise, yes?
Browse Ronron's wares. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target foodstuff and inspect it with trigger or A. Alright, so his wares are completely interesting. Those are worms. And when I click the right trigger, it zooms in. Yeah.
Everyone's favorite, plump white worms salted with honey. Once you eat a glazed wriggler, you'll never want to any other treat.
Alright, let's move on to the next one. Bread.
I call that mush loaf. In the middle is stuffed with bittersweet cactus fruits, so even if the bread dries out, it's still moist inside. Keeps you going in the heat.
That's actually kind of smart. That's actually kind of brilliant. But it's that hold. I don't know. Let's see here. Meat. This is meat. Let's find out what kind of meat.
That's my ever-burning bounty, made with the best parts of the lizard, cured with special spices. Some find the smell challenging, but it'll warm you up on chilly desert nights.
And last but not least, the skewers. I mean, you can already see what the skewers are. I mean, it's when they zoom in. It gets me every time.
Oh, you like those? Chewy skewers. Find small frogs hiding under rocks, spear them with a stick, then roast over fire. Crackly on the outside, gooey on the inside. Perfect for snacking.
Yeah, no. Now I have to decide what I want. I tend to go for the meat. Because it's the least of the worst for me. They're like, which you choose? Okay. Yeah, the glazed wigglers are the honey roasted worms. The chewy skewer is the frogs on a stick, the roasted frogs on a stick. The ever burning bounty is the lizard, the spicy spiced lizard meat, and then the mush loaf is the bread filled with cactus fruit. Mush loaf, yeah, I know, but bugs. Ugh. Yeah, but bugs. It's like, and then frogs. No. So I'm gonna go with the lizard one again. Actually, no. You know what? Let's do mush loaf this time. I have always gone with the ever burning bounty, because it's meat. But let's go with mush loaf. Let's see what happens this time with mush loaf. Probably the same thing, but it's maybe just a few tiny words different.
Very wise. You won't wither on the sands with a gut full of cactus fruit filling. You have the gold? And done. One Verbertite honor buys you 40 loaves of bread. 40 loaves of bread.
Yeah. I look so overjoyed. I have to sit there and eat all of this. Right now I'm struggling because I still have so much more to eat. Yeah, I'm feeling. Will you eat the lot? And then I think I'll share the rest.
Our visitor invites us to feast. Let us give thanks with great generosity and small appetite. Consider your coin purse cracked. I am pleased to accept your custom, and Gengen will be pleased that you honored ours.
Yeah, because... Yeah, I love that. Shaking it off.
They're keeping the merchandise down. Yes, no returns.
Yeah, I was literally. He was literally about to throw out the bread. Now we
gotta speak to again. Oh, he's over there.
I was watching you from here, Daddy. You honored our custom, and with great relish. You will always be welcome here in Mordsuk. If you need anything in Amarang, we are here to provide.
Here we go. Gahaha! You have courage, my friend. Run's wares are more exotic than harmful, but I don't envy you the bellyache you'll have on the morrow. What a jerk. Right. Now that you have eaten, I expect you are eager to get back on the road. Would you mind if we delayed our departure in touch? I have a few deals left to close before I can conclude my business here in Mordsuk. Oh, offering your services, are you? Aye. Well, an assistant would certainly help hurry things along. I have a receipt here for some goods that need picking up from the market. All properly paid for, you just need to do the lifting and carrying. I'll go and take care of some last-minute haggling, then see you in a bit. Alright, so now we have to go pick up the stuff. Alright, so you may view the market receipt at any time during this quest by using the relevant item in the key items menu. Alright. You see how everything's kind of shimmering now? Alright, I'm gonna go, and there's gonna be I think there's a blue quest around here. Lock. Nope. Not there. Alright, cool. Alright, let's see here what we gotta do. I know that there are other quests around here. We're not gonna be picking those up. I'm just going to stick to main story quest and unlockables, because some of those are flight points that we're going to need. Yes, there are some quests that hold flight points, basically, that have the Aether Currents. Let's see here. The items. Alright, so we need a table cactus from Tauntaun and an iron ore from Toltol. Tholtol. And Nabath Arang antiques from Milmil. Be collected from Molmol. Let's do the furthest one first, which is over here, which will be Molmol. Oh, here's Tauntaun. Molmol. Okay, so first, Molmol.
Hey, no touching that merchandise is spoken for. You couldn't possibly change my mind with a better offer.
We explain.
What? Hassard sent you? Why didn't you say so? I wouldn't dream of selling his goods to a higher bidder. Oh, no. Nabatharang relics, wasn't it? All packed up in that box. Handle with care.
Alright, that's the first one. Now we're going to go here to Tauntaun. From Tauntaun, we need iron. No, not Tauntaun. We need to go to. Oh, yeah, Tauntaun, we need a table cactus.
You came in with Cassard, yes? Good. I can finally stop thinking about that sack. Please take your prickly purchase.
Awesome. And then now we need iron ore from Toltol. Tholtol. Ah, there's Tholtol.
Kasar sent you, did he? Right, yes. What kind of ore was it again?
Iron.
Iron ore, of course. That would explain this box I have here. It's all yours.
Alright, now that we've collected all that, let's go to... It's gotta be... No, there is a... Oh, there's Cassard. Bill. Oh, okay. So just all you know. See where it says Juggler Hecatomb? That is a world boss. You don't want to mess with those by yourself. Do not mess with those by yourself. They will murder you. It says level 80, but it's for groups of level 80s. You need a lot of people to fight those. Those are part of the hunts. Alright, here we go. Don't tell you've been around the entire market already. Yep, here's your shit. Aye, that's the lot. Good, alright, good work. And quick work too, considering you've not set foot in this place before. I'd thought you wanted to sit in the city like the Exarch, but something tells me you're not a stranger to visiting strange lands. Unfortunately, your efficiency presents something of a problem. I'd hoped to conclude all my business before you returned, but it seemed there's been some confusion over one of the orders I placed. I'll have to drag my middleman and sort this mess out. I'm sorry to make you sit around and twiddle your thumbs.
Kasard, it feels like an age since I last saw you.
Well, if it isn't the lovely Tesseline. It has been a while, but your timing couldn't be better. This gentleman is on his way to meet with Alizé. I'm supposed to be taking him to your corner of the desert, but a misplaced order has commandeered my attention.
Wait. I know who you are. Alizé's told me so much about you.
You're Daddy, aren't you?
I knew it! How wonderful to meet you in the flesh after hearing all of those stories. I'm Tesseline. I work as a carer at the inn, and I've gotten to know Alizé quite well since she took up guard duties there. Do you want me to take over as Daddy's guide, Kasard? My shopping's all done and packed for the road, so it would be no trouble.
That would be a great help, thank you. Well, it looks like you'll be able to head straight after all. My caravan and I will be in the area for a while yet. Seek me out when you've had your fill of Amarang, and I'll send you back to the Crystarium. All right, let me... Put that there. All right, now let's go back to Tesseline. All right, so I just remembered, this is the saddest part of this opening part of the two stories before they merge into the main one. This whole story chain here in this area is very sad. Well, at least for me, it's super sad. So, fair warning.
Alize has been desperate to see you, Daddy, so let's get you to her sooner rather than later. The inn isn't too hard to find, really. You can actually see the top of the rock spires from here. We just need to swing around the ridge, then head south. Come on, I'll get my supplies together, and we'll meet you outside.
Ah, there it is. It popped up. It just popped up. The side quest. Gengen side quest. Okay, so this one's gonna give us an Aether point. Sorry, an Aether wind point. See this little thing? See Aether current. Sorry, there you go. So these little side quests, the blue quests, you definitely want to do blue quests. They unlock stuff. Blue quests also unlock special jobs and stuff like that, like crafting and gathering. Or even other ones like samurai and side content like the Hildebrand quest, which is pure comedy gold. We'll probably do a whole stream on that one. I mean, I've done it before, but we could do it again on stream with this character at some point. Right now, we're just going to go ahead and continue doing Shadowbringers content. This is part of Shadowbringer content where we're going to do this. I'm not going to delve too much into the lines of this one. We're just going to quickly do it. Yeah, we're going to help Gungun and his brother. We're going to have to, so for this quest, we're going to have to find a ring. So we're just going to take a quick moment and pause. Main story, water. Let's go ahead and help Gungun. Oh, and another world boss over there. I see it. Oh, God. So much fun. Gungun is going to be... Alright. There is a fate there. We're not going to do the fate. Alright. Jump here. Come on. Jump. Jump. Oh, anyways. Gungun is going to be over here, and he's going to make us look for stuff. So, here we go. Just going to quickly take this.
Oh, search the nooks, search the crannies, search high, search low. Oh, sorry, I did not see you there. Are you lost?
We're explaining that we need to go. We came to help him.
Father says I must rest. That will not do. No. I will stop, but not yet.
Oh, I think that's right. Gungun is Gengen's son. Yeah. He's basically looking for shinies, and we're gonna help him. Sorry for speeding up the thing, but I'm like my... Yep. Yep. I don't want to skip over it. Alright, so we're gonna help him find shinies. Of course, go on the Fenrir, because the Fenrir mount is 1.5 faster than all other mounts. We're gonna go to the furthest one first. We found a signet ring. This one's gonna say you found nothing. Shiny there. No shiny here. Alright, so we're gonna go back with the ring and speak to Gungun. Gonna give him the ring.
Worth, I'm an expert in finding shinies, not a historian. Perhaps we should ask someone. Team, so half for you, half for me. Fair is fair. Right, there we go. Right, I believe this is a chain quest for the regarding that ring. We're not going to do it. We're going to go back to the story now that we got our Aether Current. Fair is fair, and we need to get to that story. Too close to. Nope. Okay, cool. We're going to fanope our way back into story. Oh, cool. You know what? Since there's a ton of people here. Why not? Cool. Apparently that's a train. People have already done the Final Fantasy 15 quest thing. I'm gonna do it off stream. The Final Fantasy quest chain. I don't know if you all want to see me do the collab quest, and when we take a break from, if we take a break from story, we can always take a break from story and do the collab quest, the collab story for Final Fantasy 15. Because I do plan on getting that car mount, that 4-person car mount on here, so that is going to be a thing. Let's continue back to story for now.
All set? I should probably mention the wildlife. While most of them will leave you be if you keep your distance, the local coyotes have learned to prey on folk heading home from the markets. I can usually swing a sword well enough to fend them off, but I may have loaded myself down with too many bargains today. You think you can handle any beasts that tried to make a meal of us?
Of course we do.
I thought you might. Alize was always saying how much you... I mean, let's get going, shall we?
Alright. We have to get to her there. Alright. Get our... And let's give our little guy dance partner. Yes, you can make your Chocobo your dance partner to help you out.
Sorry, there wasn't much time to shout warning. Were you bitten? Those things can be nasty. And yet hardly a match for you, it seems. I'd always thought Alize was strong, but in her mind, she was never... Now it makes sense. Well, we should push on. It might be best if you scout ahead and clear out any coyotes that might have our scent. I'll wait here so you can fight without any distractions.
Alright, so let's go here. There's going to be a... Yes, there is... Yeah, this place is called Twitch, this area. See, there's an Aether Current right here. Go to it. Ah, there it is. There's a little purple cloud. That's where we need to go next. We're gonna slowly hoof it over because I don't want to attract any of the monsters that are standing by. Alright, now we're just gonna go back to her. Okay, thank goodness you're back. I could hear the howling and snarling from here. Frightful creatures. Let's hope the rest have seen your handiwork and know to avoid us now. I need to get these supplies back to the inn. Alright. Now we gotta make our way downtown. And head towards that area. Wait for the... First I'm going to go ahead and attune here. Wait, talk to the Amaro. Get that flight point. And now we're going to get here. Then we're going to talk to Tesleen and continue the story. Yep. Alright. Wow, it's already... Right, that's it. Thanks to you, I didn't have to drop my shopping even once. Come to think of it, I'm glad I didn't make the trip alone. It seems you ended up escorting me. I'll have to replay the favor somehow, but first, let's head inside, shall we? Welcome to the inn at Journey's Head. You might be our first visitor from the Crystarium since Alizé arrived. It's not much, but it's home for the affected and a handful for carers. Yep, the afflicted? Question. You don't know? I don't think I've met anyone besides Alizé who was so unfamiliar with our situation here. Most folk have grown up knowing someone who knew someone. I might leave out something obvious, so it'd be best to have Alizé give you the full explanation. Alright, we're gonna talk to Tesleen again. Following her footprints. Where is she? I think she might be on patrol. You could wait, I suppose, but why not go and surprise her? She usually takes a look at things from the watchtower first, so you might be able to catch her there. It's not far. Head out the south side and you'll soon see it. I'll stay behind in case she comes back while you're gone. I have to go this way. There is, yeah, there's the thing right there, but as you can see, like this Aether current. We want to be able to fly at some point. Might as well get the ones from the story-wise. Hold on a second. Oh no, go ahead, Orsanos. I got your message. Go ahead. Go ahead. Feel better. I don't know if you can hear me. All right, everyone. Orsanos is going to step away. So we're gonna be down to one mod. we're gonna be with Bacon. Oh, look at this! See, look at my footsteps and the one for. Oh, those are hers. Those are her footprint. Okay. Survey. Alizé is nowhere to be seen, but you spot fresh footprints on the ground, and they look to be the right size. Footprints. Small footprints lead to the northwest. Right there, where the mummies are. Or, sorry, the guildmen. There we go. I just want to make sure I got him out of the way because they could be a pain in the ass in this area. The footprints continue to the northwest. I'm gonna have to get around. I see them over there. Round. Footprints curve around the west. Okay, not here, not this one. It was inevitable. Gonna get rid of that guy because that guy's
on the spot that we need to get to. There we go. Oh, I think this is the one that does the cutscene. There are more tracks, but they... oh, wait, let's see here. There are more tracks here, but they end in a mess of disturbed sand.
Get back here!
Is that... It can't be.
Should I be a jerk and say you almost lost that one? What do you all think? Yeah, I'm gonna say you almost lost that one.
I had it under control, right up until the moment I didn't. I'll do better next time. I knew you'd turn up sooner or later, but I had been hoping for sooner. How are you? We've fought them to a standstill, then. The Exarch did say that the Empire seemed to have drawn back when he last looked in on the source. But without knowing for sure how fast time was passing there, I couldn't help worrying that a lot might have happened since then. I'm heartily relieved to hear that it hasn't, just as Alphino must have been. As you can imagine, both he and Urianger were desperate to hear the news from home when I arrived. I haven't actually seen Thancred and Y'shtola yet, but they will have heard all the latest developments from the Exarch by now, or should have at least. When I think of how frantic Tataru and the others must be, I want nothing more than to rush back and reassure them. But we still haven't found a way to reverse the summoning, and even if we had, we couldn't just ignore Urianger's vision. He may use 10 words where one would suffice, and they may often obscure as much as they reveal. But on this matter, he was as clear as day. I do not doubt for one moment that he saw what he claims. Nor how difficult it must have been to speak about them. The 8th Umbral Calamity and your death aren't exactly topics for idle conversation. As much as I might want to go home, I don't want to go home to that. We can't allow the rejoining to happen, which means we have to save the first from the Sin Eaters. That great wall of white is a remnant of the Flood. 100 years ago, the balance in the first tipped decisively in favor of light. From that moment, it rose and swelled with each passing day, and then, without warning, It burst forth like water from a broken dam. A colossal wave of pure light, drowning everything in its wake. Only Norvrant was spared. For the most part, living things are composed of ether of various different aspects. But when exposed to such a flood, their etheric harmony is shattered, and their natural form breaks down. Then they either perish, or are warped into mindless abominations. Yes, that's how the Sin Eaters came to be. They were once living creatures, or people, that were caught in the path of the flood. Once the change is wrought, there is no going back. In that instant, they are gripped by an insatiable appetite for ether, and will happily gorge themselves on any living thing within reach. But even that is not the worst of it. The stronger Sin Eaters can plant light in us, like seeds in soil, corrupting our ether, and triggering the birth of new monstrosities. They are creatures of base instinct, that exist only to feed and to multiply. They feel no pity, know no remorse, and are utterly deaf to reason. Which is why they must be destroyed. Every last one of them. The infirmary is full of the Sin Eaters' victims, left here to spend their final hours waiting for the change to overtake them.
All right.
A matter of time, more for some, less than others. Those patients will all become monsters in the end. And to add insult to injury, the afflicted are feared, shunned, cast out of society, and exiled here, the edge of the world. Only good thing I have to say about this hellish place is that it has served me well as a good training ground. Thessalene and the others have also been kind enough to share their knowledge of the Sin Eaters, which is knowledge I can now share with you, while you help me finish my patrol, of course.
Oh, I just leveled up. Okay. I'm level 73. Here we go. Yeah, wait.
Here's what we'll do. I'll take the east side of the inn, and you clear the west. That way, you can have an undiluted experience with the resident terrors. These marks on your map are where the usual trouble spots are. You can assume that any beast with a white hide or carapace is a Sin Eater, but you'll know for sure enough when they come slavering after your ether. Remember, it's kill or be killed with these monsters. Once you've slain whatever prowling... Oh, God. Trying to have a conversation with Alizé. You rude little shit. Know your place. Alright. So what we need to do, resident terrors, marked trouble spots are. You can assume that it's kill or be killed with these monsters. Once you've slain whatever's prowling around there, we can rendezvous back at the north entrance. Good hunting. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna be going trouble spots. Yeah, there's a trouble spot right there. First, let's clear these little shits off, because piss me off. Those ancient lizards have such a wide range. Oh. So basically, a sin eater is anything with that word forgiven. Here's. But they're mostly known to have that white hue to them. Okay, that's one. I'll have to explore the next one. Nothing, okay. And I believe there's one by that rock. Yep. And I believe this one's a Sin Eater as well. Yep. Now we go back. Should be straight ahead. Yep, there she is. How did you fare? I thought there might be one or two looking in on the fringes. Nothing out of the ordinary for this area. But you noticed it yourself. But individually, these lesser Sin Eaters are no more deadly than a natural predator you might encounter in the desert. It's when they appear in numbers that they pose a threat. Much like the Void Scent, they have an unfortunate tendency to flock to the strongest of their kind. Thus, when a powerful Sin Eater goes on the hunt, it might be attended by a veritable swarm of weaker kin. Imagine an army of such creatures descending on a village or hamlet. That's basically the idea behind my patrol, to cull their ranks often enough that their numbers won't be overwhelming when the big ones come out to play. And you've certainly helped on that front. Let's report our victories to Tesleen, shall we? Yeah. There we go. Alize tells me you helped out on her patrol. You have our thanks and my apologies for leading you from one battle to another ever since the moment we met. In any case, I'm glad the two of you have found each other. You have no idea how badly Alize has missed your company. Everything was, if Daddy were here, he would... That's an exaggeration, and I don't sound like that either. I was simply trying to view matters from another perspective, and I respect Daddy's methods. Honestly, after seeing him in action, I can understand why. The way he leaps into the fray without hesitation, it really is something to behold. I might be a little smitten myself. I'm only teasing. Though I've no doubt he deserves all the admiration he gets, just as you do. The White Oak. Again, we're putting all the White Oak stuff away because, you know, useless stuff for us. A purchase of fruit. I'd love to lay out a welcome meal, but the duties I put off when I went to the market are still waiting for me. There are 101 things that need doing. I'm sorry, but would you mind waiting here with Alize? What? And twiddle our thumbs while you work yourself to death? Surely that must be something we can help you with. And of course we just said, yeah, we'll help. I could do with a hand, it's true. Thank you. You can start by helping me sort out the larder. Alize? While we do that, you could tend to a few patients, perhaps? There are 3 in particular I'm meant to visit. It's just a matter of saying a few words to them and seeing that their skin isn't caked in sand. Their names are Ponil, Toden, and Halric. They may not give much in the way of response, but I promise they'll be pleased to meet someone new. Right, and that'll be over here. So here's Ponil. Whoop, whoop. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, this is Ponil. I think he's a Highlander? Or, well, in this case, Hume. Yep, he's Hume. And this one is Rogadin. Let's talk. Yep, or I forgot, Galgant. Right, that's what they're called here. Galgant. Todent. Okay. Toden. No words. Toden glances at you blankly, but you notice the tension in his face ease slightly. Okay, so at least he's able to respond, at least visually. And now Halric. This kid. Yeah, this is part of the sad story. Halric remains utterly still as you wipe the sand off his cheeks. Okay. The texture of his skin has hardened to something akin to plaster. Yeah, he's one of the afflicted, basically, but he's really far off. He was afflicted by a Sin Eater. Yeah, very sad. You've seen the patients? How were they? And we explain. Good. That's good. I knew they would enjoy meeting you. I'm concerned about Halric, though. I'll have to speak with the other carers, but I think his time may be near. We shall leave you to have that discussion then. I was going to take Daddy to Mordsuk if you have any errands there that need doing. Well, I suppose there's one thing. Would you pick up a nectarine from the markets, please? Cassard's caravan just passed through, and Ronron should have some fresh fruit. Come on then, Daddy. There's something I want you to see, right after we stop at Ronron's stall, of course. Alright, so this is what we're gonna do. This is where we do the smart thing. We take the Amaro to Mordsuk. Everyone, let's fly. Okay, so I don't know of any of you that know, but the jobs video for Endwalker came out, so we might watch that later. Haven't decided yet. Tanjobi omedetou. Hey, Shifu. Thank you, Karuma. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Oh man. Oh goodness. Oh man. 1999. For those of you that don't know, I lived in Japan for about almost 2 years as part of while I was in the military, and so yeah. I loved it. It felt like home. Let's see here. Here we go. Ron.
Oh, back again, are you? You need another taste of Ronron's wares?
Actually, we're looking to buy a nectarine. Do you have any in stock?
Oh yes, nectarines, peaches, grapes, fresh and juicy. Given how richly you cracked your coin purse with me, I might still owe you food. Here, take this one free. No, take this one. Free of charge.
I mean, technically it's not free. I already kind of technically paid for it, according to him.
Gods, I've never seen more merchants give away something for nothing before. How much coin did you spend here? Ah, yes. I'll take a jar of honey worms as well. Oh no, they're not for me. It's an offering of sorts. The worms, if you please.
Only the best wrigglers for you. Come again, my friends.
Right, that's our shopping chores taken care of. Let's head up past the Aetherite to the main tower. The view I want to show you can only be seen from its very top. Alright, this... Let's take the Fenrir. So, Karma, how's it going? How's your day been? Okay, here are your precious worms. That buys us our trip to the top, does it not?
Glazed wrigglers, you actually bought them.
I really shouldn't let you, but
Just this once, all right? Only once.
never fails. Shall we?
Look, over there, where the wall is broken. Do you see what lies beyond? That's what the land became after the light flooded in. An empty white nothingness. Life cannot exist in such conditions. The primordial light would wreak havoc on the body's etheric balance. That nectarine you bought, it's Halric's favorite fruit. Most of the patients, Halric included, survived the attacks of powerful eaters. But their fate was sealed all the same. The monster's corruption has entered their bodies, and their very essence is being subsumed by light. The twisted state of the world itself just makes matters worse. Under normal circumstances, a person's ether naturally tends to equilibrium. But for these poor souls, the opposite is true. Sooner or later, every single one of them will turn. Tesleen and the patients, they all know this. They know what has to be done before the change goes too far, before the eater within takes over. The preferred method is mixing poison into their favorite food. In my time here, I've borne witness to a lot of last meals. I feel just as helpless as before. No matter how hard I fight, it's never enough. But it's a war I mean to wage, nonetheless. Speaking of wars, do you remember how I made you promise not to leave me and then promptly collapsed? Well, let's just say I had a few choice words for the Exarch concerning the timing of his summons. But even if the fault lay with someone else, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd abandon you on the battlefield. So I swore that I'd make up for my absence there by making a difference here. And that's what keeps me moving forward, even when things seem hopeless. On which note, it's time we headed back. The longer we keep Tesleen waiting, the harder this will be for her.
All right, now that I can talk. I like to mute myself during cutscenes because I am a lover of cutscenes so much. all right, let's continue this birthday stream. Subathon. Right, let's see here. Let's see here. I totally understand. Yeah, I love this story so much, and I cannot wait for Endwalker. When we get back from my 2:00 break, I have scheduled breaks, by the way, so I'm not going to be driving myself crazy with the stream like this. We are at the 2:00. I think midway. I think at 2:00. 2 or 4 o'clock, we might, after the 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock break, what we might do is we'll watch the jobs YouTube video that I do have queued up. So we can definitely watch that as well, just to kind of have a little break and just kind of everybody watch the same thing, and we can react. We can react to it together. I've only seen one of the jobs as I was trying to figure out what I was watching because I was half asleep. But yeah, I haven't decided yet if we'll do that live or if I'll just watch it later. But I did set it up just in case that I decide to do that as part of the stream, or I might do it at the very end. We might actually watch it around the end of the stream, which is at 10 p.m. So that might be a thing. All right, here we go. I'm glad I was able to show you that when it comes to understanding the catastrophe which befell the first, one glimpse of the empty wasteland beyond the wall is more than an hour of Urianger's lectures. And I needed you to know beyond a doubt that Tesleen has no other choice. The nectarine will be a kindness. It isn't just the threat possessed to others. When a person becomes an eater, the pain appears to be excruciating. The Carers are truly fond of their wards and would spare them that suffering. It is their way of fighting back against the fate worse than death. All right, time to go back. And let's go to our... Back to... here he is. Yamaro Keep. Where... Yep, we are going to the inn at Journey's Head. Flying back because it's faster right now. Like I said, I want to totally get through as much Shadowbringers content on this character as much as I can, because I definitely want to get there, get through it as much as possible. So here we go. Let's go ahead and turn this into Tesleen. You're back. I hope you had a nice time. Did you manage to find a nectarine? It is. Thank you. Alize explained why I wanted this, has she? I could see it in your eyes. But we may not need it just yet. I spoke with the others, and we decided to keep an eye on Halric for now. Thanks to you, though, if his time does come suddenly, we'll be ready to send him on his way with a taste of happier days. Again, this part of the story is super sad, and it hasn't even gotten to the sad part yet. Alright, here we go. Time left to us. I think this is the part. Okay. Well, nothing is going to happen for a little while yet, so let's see if we can't lighten the mood. Why don't we we don't want our gloomy faces worrying the patients. I think it's time for that welcome meal, don't you? Take a seat and I'll make us a nice stew. Oh, I know this one's not spoken.
Speak up if you'd like another helping. I made a little bit more than usual today.
Okay, I was wrong. Let me mute myself as this goes.
And you've added something special to the broth, if I'm not mistaken.
Aye, well, it's not often we have visitors from the Crystarium, so I may have thrown in a few extra bits and bobs. That's what I like to hear. Give me a moment to warm up the pot. In a place like this, you learn to take what moments of happiness you can get. I remember when I first came here with my mother. She was showing the early signs. I knew there was no way to save her, but I just couldn't face what needed to be done. That's the way of it for most people. Why they travel from arms to stay here. Beaten, broken souls come to wait out the inevitable, to receive the mercy of a painless death. When my mother finally left this world, I was mad with grief, but also thankful that her passing was a peaceful one. It's never easy, ending a life you've cared for, even when you believe they go on to a better place. I often find myself wishing the Warrior of Darkness would come and do that part for me.
The Warrior of Darkness?
You've never heard the tale? I'm not sure where it began, but every child in Norvrent could tell you a version of it. Warrior of Darkness, servant of death, take care of our souls at our dying breath. Let sinners and eaters of sin go with thee, that all may return to the sunless sea. Well, that's the version I was taught anyway. It's just an old bedtime story. He's certainly never deigned to visit us here.
Which is a good thing, surely. He sounds rather ominous.
Do you think so? I always liked the idea that he treated every soul the same, even the Sin Eaters.
They're coming.
Desleen! Have you seen Halric? I swear, I only took my eyes off him for a moment.
And now it begins, the really sad part of this part of the story. Here we go.
Daddy, Alize, we have to go look for Halric. I don't know what's gotten into him, but if he's wandering out there alone, we'll assign search areas to split up. Any ideas where he might be headed? No, he's never done anything like this before, but it can't be a coincidence that the other patients are suddenly so agitated. They can sense something. In any case, let's search close to the inn. Halric isn't very sure of on his feet, so he won't have gone far. I'll search the east side. Please, Halric, please be all right. I'll cover the north and west, then. You take everything from here to the south. Alright, so now we gotta go this way. Here, give my chocobo a little bit more of the actual green so you still stick around. Let's make him dance partner to the fight. Okay, you see no sign of hope. Anyway, must be to the west. Yeah, you know what, that's fine. Gonna switch to lurking for a bit. I'll have to join a Discord call. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. It's over. Yep, there he is. I'm loving your stream, though. I'll be in the shadows. Oh, thank you. Left. You can Ulrich and suddenly find yourself under attack. And ta-da! Ta-dow. Wow. Yeah, we're just trying to avoid all this nonsense over here. Here's the next one. Oh, stretch.
Any sign of him? No luck then. But he surely can't have gone far. We should keep looking. The Sin Eaters are out in force, and if we don't find him soon, you can be sure they will. Did you see the size of that thing? It must be one of the nasty ones. Wherever it's going, it can only mean trouble. After it! There it is! Is that... Oh no! Ulrich! We have to run! Tesseline! No!
We all deserve happiness, wherever we can find it. The time left to you is precious. No one should die in pain. Mother, I...
No, 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 no!
Forgive me, Alice.
All right, so yeah, the sad part that I was telling you about. Yeah, it's yeah. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna complete it. We're past the normal break time. I'm gonna complete this part of the quest and take us back to the Crystarium before we head to before yeah. F's in the chat, please, for Tesleen.
I'm sorry, Daddy. I tried to tell the carers what happened, but I can't be the shoulder they lean on. Not like this. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to now tell them what happened. It's just so unfair. Tesleen was always so cheery with the patients, telling them not to be scared, that there wouldn't be any pain of all people in the world to suffer such a fate. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Roll for it. I imagine you're just as shocked as the rest of us, so I appreciate what you're doing here. Me, I can barely. I don't have the words. Without a body, we just can't even give her proper burial. And she cared about that sort of thing. About giving people the chance to say their goodbyes. Yep. Oh, it was a guy voice, but I did a woman's voice. Oh well. So now let's talk to Alize. We'll be taking our 2 o'clock break right after this. Oh, we have to talk to Halric. No words. Halric is unresponsive as ever. He stands motionless, staring up in the sky where the Sin Eaters made their escape. Thank you. What you're doing, it It means a lot to them. To me. Sorry to interrupt. We realized we hadn't thanked you for rescuing Halric. You weren't hurt at all, were you? Hurt? That wasn't even a fight. I was too late. Too slow. I thought I could protect you. Can't blame yourself for things beyond your control. Brought Halric back safe and sound. No one could have done any more. I'm sorry, but I've come to a decision. I won't be continuing my role here. Hope you will forgive me for leaving you, and that you will delay Halric's last meal for as long as you possibly can. Not until it's too late, of course. Just give him what time you can. We always do. Of course, we would have done the same. Farewell, Halric. Keep Teslene's words close to your heart. Wait, you're leaving this very moment? I understand how you must feel, but surely this is a bit hasty. Do you even have anywhere to go? I have a destination in mind, yes, and a purpose. This damned light, building without cease. It's the reason we can't save those corrupted by the Eaters. But what if we corrected the balance? Even if it were only little by little, even if it took years, it would surely make things better. Now hold on there. Everyone knows there's too much light, but how could you ever hope to get rid of it? You'd have to change the whole world. That's right. We should return to the Crystarium. I might not be able to repel the Eaters on my own, but I can still use my skills I have gained here to hurt them. Alright, so we're going to take the Amaro back to Mordsuk. I believe Red Saray is the building at the very end. Yep, I was right. So once we get, like I said, once we get back to the Crystarium, before we even talk to the Exarch or anything like that with her, or once we get back, I will be I'll be going ahead and take my break. It is going to push breaks a little bit differently at this point, but yeah, I just wanted to make sure we finished this cleanly, and we'll just take a short break and we'll get some more water and ads. Nope, we're not doing that fate. Going here. Talk to Alizé. Forgive me, Daddy, I couldn't stay there a moment longer. But I was serious about what I said. While the men and women at the inn battle against the blight with kindness, I must fight it in my own way. With steel.
Miss Alizé, is there anything I can get you?
Your swiftest Amaro. I need to return to Crystarium immediately.
As you wish. Alright, let's back into Alizé.
Remind me to wear goggles if we ever fly over Almorang again. I've barely gotten the sound out of my eyes. But the wind did help clear my head at least. I think I'm ready to meet with the Exarch. We need to talk about how we're going to wipe the Sin Eaters out. Shall we?
Okay, I'm going to save. Oh, that just gave me XP and yeah. So we're gonna go to the ocular and there's that. We'll talk to the ocular. Wow, it's getting to 2:30 and I haven't taken my break yet. Okay.
Thank you for seeking me out, Daddy. It meant a lot to have you there at my side. I was tempted to set off again the moment we had decided upon a direction, but you still have to visit Alpha Node, haven't you? And if I know my brother, he'd be on the cusp of discovering something vital to our success, if he hasn't already. I'm content to stay here and consider our options for the time being. But don't keep me waiting too long, eh?
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and take us to the rookery and then I'm waiting for the scene where Daddy finally talks. Daddy never talks. That's not how Final Fantasy XIV works. The player character never utters a word. We may do sounds and stuff like that in action, but we never utter a word. We don't talk because you're the player. It's whatever we think or pick, but it's that whole silent hero thing. So I'm going to take us to the Tenemos Rookery. But yeah, player characters never talk. Oh, yes, but I don't want spoilers. I don't want to say spoilers. I know what you're talking. I know the scene you're talking about. I know exactly the scene you're talking about, but it's technically not us talking. It is, but it isn't. But I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. What scene? Yeah. But yeah, no spoilers. No spoilers. It is, but it isn't. That's all I'm allowed to say. All right. So everyone, we're gonna go ahead and take a. Let's see here. All right. Well, it is 2:25. I'm gonna go ahead and take us into a break, and it'll be. Let's see here. We're gonna be taking a. Let's just say 2:30. I will be back at 2:30. About between 2:40 or 2:45. So about a 15 to 20 minute break again. I need to step up and walk around for a little bit because I don't want to be sitting. I can't be sitting around all day like this. All right. So we will be back in about 15 to 20 minutes.